in this bar, this seedy bar in the middle of Manhattan, and then this brain donor came up and tried to hit on me, and then he wouldn't let me go.
Oh, no.
And then I'm not really sure exactly how it happened. Jake disappeared, and then I just looked up, and there was this guy.
What, another guy?
Yeah. Yeah. He, right beside me, actually. His arm was around me in this sweet smile, and he saved me from the biggest jerk in Manhattan. And then he proceeded to pour coffee down my throat all night, and then we talked into the wee hours of the morning, and he made me laugh. And he also made me think about Jake in a way that didn't hurt. Actually, in a strange way, he kind of reminded me of Jake, you know? I needed a friend, and there he was.
He sounds great. Was he?
Great? Carly!
Well, I'm
God,
just
get a
asking.
grip. No, of course not.
Sorry.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
All right.
I just hear it can be very comforting to engage in certain physical activities after someone's died. Just to sort of reconfirm your own existence or to hold on and cling on to another warm body. Well, it couldn't hurt. Well, it couldn't help, okay? I'm not ready for that. And this guy, he knew I was fragile.
Well, it's never stopped the guy from trying.
Well, it stopped him, okay, because he wasn't like that at all.
Okay, so you did nothing.
We danced, we talked. We drank a lot of root beer. I talked to him a lot about Jake, and you know what? He didn't want anything from me except for my miserable company.
Wow. My man. Well, I guess New York did work its mojo on you. So tell me, does this saint of yours have a name?
No past, no future, no nothing. We didn't even use last names, okay? He was just a guy in a bar. And then I slipped, and I said I was from Oakdale, and he said he used to live there, too, and then I figured out who he was.
Mike Kasnoff. Wow. Well, how the hell is he? It's been a long, long time. Did he happen to mention me?
I didn't tell him that we were related. And the second I found out who he was, I got the hell out of that bar.
Mike Kasnoff. After all these years.
Honey, I'm sorry. I swear, if I had any idea, I wouldn't have given him a second.
You don't have anything to apologize for.
But I want you to know something. From me, okay? It was just a couple of days in a New York bar 1,000 miles away, and it will never happen again.
Wait a second, Molly. No. Listen to me. If you're cutting him out of your life for my benefit, don't. If Mike means something to you, don't let him get away.
Well, if it isn't the Three Musketeers, how are you all doing?
Oh, circumstances could be better.
You on your way to the courthouse?
Yeah, I want Jack to use the siren on his car so we don't waste any time.
Oh, we're off of blood, aren't we, Carly?
Could you excuse us, please?
Sure.
Look, Lisa, can we get something straight here?
I think that'd be very helpful.
I just want you to know that I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that jury understands what Barbara did to me.
Allegedly did. She's not convicted, only accused.
Okay, whatever. I have to do what I have to do. And I hope it doesn't interfere with our business relationship.
As long as you understand that Barbara is my friend, and I'm going to do everything I can to support her. Believe me, when I get up there on the stand, you're not going to like a single word I have to say.
I can handle that.
Well, I think I can, too.
You all set? Every dog has its day, Barbara.
And today is yours. What say you people? Barbara Ryan stands accused of being a witch, a betrayer, a deceiver. How do you plead, Barbara?
Guilty.
Jack, no!
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
John,
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
John,
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
I could do, Barbara. Well, darling, it does look like we have a rendezvous in hell.
Barbara, you all right?
You monster. Everything you've done has been meant to destroy me. You told me to sell BRO. You won't cut a deal. And I know that you're working with James. And he sent you here to set me up.
These women were experimented on. 2 of them were intentionally disfigured. Now, they're friends now. But they weren't friends at the time of their abduction. As a matter of fact, they had absolutely nothing in common. Except for one thing. The defendant, Barbara Ryan, hated them all. And that hatred was enough to almost cost them their lives.
Push your buttons. He pushes the wrong one and Rose would explode.
Which is bad news any way you cut it.
How can you stay so calm?
Deep breaths, and I count to 10 before each answer. You listening, Hal?
I hear you. Guess we better get back in there.
Good luck. You too.
I know how much this means to you, Carly. I'll do the best I can.
I know you will.
I hate to say this, girls, but given how this trial's going, Barbara could walk, and if that happens, I do not know what I'm gonna do.
Well, even if Barbara does manage to slither out of this thing, it doesn't make her innocent. She is as guilty as the day is long, and she will pay for it.
Remember those pictures we found?
Yeah.
The ones with the diagram for plastic surgery? They were real. That look-alike Simon is not only a fake, he is a monster, Henry. His name is Donovan Curry. He knows where Simon and Joe are, and he wants the provenance too. Ha! Big surprise. So, as long as we have it, he has a little bit of a reason to keep Simon and Joe and all of us alive. Get it?
Katie, dear roommate, do you feel it necessary to share every detail with this swine?
I'm gonna call the police!
No,
Friends,
listen,
the police! Debbie, call the police!
Wait.
You're gonna find out that police custody of Yvonne is a special experience.
Oh, okay, no, Katie, no. Tell her this is a very bad idea. Listen and no.
You almost ruined everything, Henry. Your stupid little stunt could have cost us Rose's dad and put Simon in who knows what kind of danger. So, you're gonna make it up to us.
How?
By making yourself useful.
Oh.
Well, you're absolutely right, Margo. Needles are by far the most common and efficient way to transmit it, but there are other ways.
I know, you're talking about sexual transmission, then you're talking about Tom having given this to me, and that's not possible.
We also know that I don't have it. I had myself tested soon after John started talking about hepatitis C.
You didn't tell me that?
Well, you didn't want to talk about being sick at all. Not to mention how you may have gotten that way.
It is possible to be infected through sex when there is an exchange of blood.
I'm sorry, you're losing me here.
The sexual activity would have had to have been unusual, rough, violent even.